Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. I hope you guys have had an awesome week so far. I had a very strange week last week. I had a really strange experience. And I also have something very exciting to tell you. Well, it's exciting to me. And also I also have my emotion update, if that makes sense. You know how last episode I was talking about how I was feeling and stuff. I want to give you mental well-being updates, if that makes sense. So yeah, last week I was walking, I catch the bus to work, and I just gotten off the bus stop, and there's this side street, and I was walking like I usually do, you know. I was crossing the road and I couldn't really see because there were cars. You know how they park on the road and you can't see if there's anything coming. So I was quickly walking, and it was very gloomy. The sun was hitting this one spot. I couldn't really see, and there was this animal coming towards me. I couldn't, I was looking at it. I'm like, what is that? I thought it was a dog at first. It was a wallaby, okay, and it looked at me, and it started swerving, jumping. It was swerving, it was going from one side to the next. I'm like, please don't come to me, please don't come to me. This was on a Saturday, and Saturday's so stressful. So I'm like, please don't do anything. I'm not in the mood for this today. And it just keeps hopping away. I'm like, oh, thank God. And it was so fast. It probably would have been up to my chin if it stood up on its back legs. So I don't know if it was a kangaroo or a wallaby or what. But it was just so strange because it was just in not near a bush. It was so weird. So yeah, and one of the other people that were walking, they did this to me from a distance. I was like, yeah, what the hell is that? I wasn't expecting that. So that's something very strange. Okay, that's Australia for you. Okay, so another thing I want to talk to you about is where I record now. This is my dining room table. I thought it was... So this morning my mum goes, oh, you like recording there because that's where the food's served? I'm like, yeah, maybe. But I like it because we got these flowers on the, in the middle. So I got centerpieces, if you know what I mean. So yeah, we also have these weird mushroom looking things. So if you have, I think it's triophobia, they're gonna make you sick. So when I eat my dinner, I like to face them away from me because they are, I don't know what it's about, holes, little holes, but and then there's holes with little seeds in them. I don't know what they are. I don't know if they're mushrooms or what. But if you know what triophobia is, it's little different holes or things yeah, it's very disgusting. I don't know why, but your brain just doesn't like it. So yeah, when I'm eating my food, I like to have it facing away from me, if that makes sense. Also, we have birds of paradise on the other side. I think last week I had yellow carnations. So it kind of looks like an office kind of setup, you know. I got chairs either side of me, if someone wants to come on the podcast, like my sister or something. So, and then I got my water bottle. So I'm gonna have a drink now because I didn't drink much yesterday. Talking of yesterday, I did a makeup routine video for YouTube. I only did part of it, half. Well, not half, maybe 3/4 of it. It was me trying out a makeup routine. So it is a makeup routine for beginners. So it shows you which order to apply different products. And there were 15 different products, and it took me 30 minutes. I'm proud of people who do that every day and you know, once a week, because it just goes to show that they put a lot of effort into how they look and they take a lot of time self-care. I don't do that. I just probably wear concealer and eyeshadow. So I'm going to be doing that part today. I'm going to be doing my own makeup routine. So I have a pimple here, so I don't know if that's caused by the makeup or what, but there were just so many layers of stuff that I had to add, so maybe my skin doesn't like that, but like, yeah, if you do that like every day, then yeah, that's something to be happy about, because you take time and effort to like make yourself look nice. Like, I'm not saying if you don't do that, you don't put any effort in. I'm just saying that there's a lot of people that say, oh, she puts a lot of, she wastes her time. No, she doesn't, okay? It's a form of self-care, and you should be doing that more often, okay? It's a reminder, take more time for self-care. It can just be like, it doesn't have to be makeup wise, it can be like doing your nails, like filing them down, and like cool designs. It can be skincare, it can even be like taking more time to journal or something like that. So just taking time for yourself. Yeah, and after I did the full face of makeup, I was like, I don't think I'm going to be comfortable, because I don't know, like, I don't like having heavy products on my face, if that makes sense. Like, I like my face being able to breathe, feeling like it's like hasn't got this mask on it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I felt so good with myself after I did it. Like, I took a couple photos for Instagram, I did a couple TikTok videos. Yeah, it just made me feel really good about myself. So yeah, maybe this, if you don't wear full face of makeup, maybe this is just sign to, and then it'll like give you more self-confidence, more like, I don't know, will make you happier. I don't know, just try it, because you never know until you try it. So yeah, I'm going to be doing my own makeup routine today, and that's probably going to take 10 minutes. So it took me about 30 minutes to do the other one. So I got to edit that today. I also got to edit this video. I also got to schedule them. So I don't know, it could take me until, so it is not, it's like 5 to 8 now. So it'll probably take me until 12 o'clock to get all this done. And then I can have time for myself. Like, I don't know, I've been watching the Loki series, because I think Tom Hiddleston's really cute in it. And my sister and I, what are we watching? The Breakfast Club, yeah. I really like that movie. It's just like, I love 80s movies. I feel like they're more original, and like, I feel like, you know, movies today are more like remakes and stuff like that. So yeah, there are a few that are like original storylines, but like, yeah, I just feel like we're remaking movies too much. So yeah, that's what I like about 80s movies. So yeah, I've also been watching Little Women Atlanta. I'm almost finished. I got like 1 season and a half, so there's 6 seasons. I'm in the middle of season 5. So one of the women is getting married, and I'm like, ugh, I don't know, like, when she got proposed to, I I had tears, because I'm like, I want this to be me someday. Like, I'm so happy for her. So yeah, I got to the wedding bit, and so I was watching until my sister had finished her uni work, so we could like watch a Breakfast Club. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch it until the ad break, because it's on 7+ and they have ad break. So yeah, I was like, and then I didn't get to the bit where she gets walked down the aisle, so I get something to look forward to tonight. I might watch it tonight, because my sister's got work. So yeah, that's basically what I do in my spare time. Also Candy Crush. I'm so proud of myself with Candy Crush. I like it when I just complete level after level. Like, I hate it when I have to keep doing levels over and over again so I can like win. Ugh, don't even get me started. So there were a couple levels where I'm like, oh, I'm never going to be able to get through this, but then I did. So yeah, just use all your boosters, okay? That's what I do. And watch the ad before you start the level, if that makes sense. So if you play Candy Crush, you know what I mean. So last week I was feeling a bit sniffly, and I thought I might have been getting sick in last week's episode, but I didn't get sick. It was just like a morning thing, you know. So, you know, when you like wake up and your like nose is running and you're sneezing, yeah, that's what happened to me, and it didn't continue, so I was very happy about that. So yeah, I'm gonna give you my like mental like well-being update. So last week on Wednesday and Thursday I was feeling really sad because I realized that I could be doing more with my life. Like, it's one of those like things where you're like overthinking stuff, where you think things aren't going to get better. They are going to get better, okay? So I was thinking, I can't be doing this job for the rest of my life. Like, I have to find another job. Like, I was scared that I won't be able to find a better job because I've been out of uni for so long. Because I want to use my degree, I don't want it to go to waste. And I was like, the only other ways I am going to be able to like get money is if I win the lottery, or if I become like famous on social media somehow. So I was like, those are hard work, but like, you know, when you're like, it's just, life's so hard, when you're just feeling so down and you just feel like it's not gonna get better. That's how I was feeling. But then like Friday, Saturday and Sunday, I just realized I just gotta live in the moment. Okay, I can do things to improve my future, but I don't want to overthink it so much. So I'm just gonna live day to day. Yes, I'm gonna think about my future, but I'm not gonna let the future like bring me down. Because the last two weekly affirmations have been like, I have faith in the future, I have faith in the path to success, which has strongly helped me, because I need to realize that I have to have faith in the future. Like, if I don't, then everything's not gonna be great, not gonna be awesome. So yeah, I gotta start also having faith in the path to success, like what I'm gonna be doing to get where I want to be. So yeah, those have really helped me, and I hope that they have helped you too. So yeah, that's why I absolutely love doing the weekly affirmations / reminders / the self-care tasks, because they help you like have a better understanding and like can change your mindset towards certain things. So I also want to say that it is okay to cry, okay? It is great for your mental like health to cry, to let it out sometimes, because holding it up can have like really bad consequences. That's what I've learned. So yeah, it's okay to have a cry. So at the end of each work week, just have a cry, and then yeah, you feel good. So yeah, even if you don't really have anything to be sad about, it's still good to let it out, you know, because you don't know, there could be something in the back of your mind just like living there. Yeah, so it's okay to cry. I'm very thirsty today. Okay, before I get onto the topic, which is going through Instagram posts and Pinterest posts that I have saved, because I think we're going to be able to do this episode, I'm going to go through my self-care journal and tell you guys what my activity was this week. So I don't really like get it, but so it's like one where you have to write down, so you know the activities that I wrote down in last week's episode and last week's activity. So for kind, I wrote, I compliment others and help others. For funny, I tell jokes and tell funny stories. Empathy, I listen to others, ask how others are. Energetic, work out, get up early. Adventurous, listen to different artists and read books. So I have to write down what I do the least to the most. So 1's the most and 10's the least. So I have to write, there were 3 different lists. So one for last year, last month, last week, today, and I just didn't get what it meant. So I just wrote, I just didn't really take into account the last year I just took into account, like, I have to do them from least done to most done. I hope that makes sense. So basically I'm supposed to have 4 lists, but I wasn't sure of how I did that. You know what I mean? Like, but I just did like one list from least to most. So at the least, so at the bottom of my list, I had read a book. So I feel like I could be doing this more often. I feel like I do other things that probably aren't as beneficial as reading books, but this is just something, like, it is part of my daily routine on the days I work though. So I think that I should have time to read on the days I don't work, because I have like a different routines for when I work, when I don't work. So the 5 days I work, I read, okay, a couple pages. I reckon I could be doing that more often. So also, number 9, listen to different artists. I feel like I'm always listening to the same songs, so I feel like I could be listening to like a different artist every week, because I feel like I find different artists and then just stick to those artists, you know what I mean? Like, I don't go from one artist to the next. So I get like these favorite songs and then of the different artists, and then I just keep listening to them continuously. So I feel like I could do that every week. I could change, like go from another different artist. Okay, number 8 is tell jokes, because I don't tell jokes that often. Like, I don't really get some jokes, so I feel like telling jokes isn't really my area of expertise, but I do love telling jokes, if that makes sense. I love telling jokes, but I don't think I'm really good at it. Listening to others is number 7, so this is like the empathy category. I feel like I do listen to others, but I feel like others don't really want me to listen to them. So I feel like, in other words, people don't really come to me when they have problems. So I feel like I can show them that I am there. So if you do want someone to talk to, I am available, if that makes sense. Complimenting others, I feel like this is number 6. I feel like I could be doing this more. Like, I probably do it once or twice a month. I could be doing it once a week, but like, I feel like you don't want to seem like you're kissing up to someone, or you know, being too nice or something like that. So I feel like sometimes also I'm scared to compliment others, so I feel like I need to do something about that fear and stop fearing it so much. Number 5 is telling funny stories. I have a lot of funny stories, so I love like telling others, seeing their reactions, so that's why it's number 5. The 4 in front of it are like things that I do more often. So help others, I do this like almost every day at work. Like, I don't expect anything in return. I just, like, I would stay back and help people if they needed help. I'll always ask if they need help. So I feel like I do this one a lot. Number 3 is ask how others are. So when I go to work, I'm like, good morning, how are you? So it goes to show them that I do care, and that yeah, I just care about their feelings and stuff like that. So that's why that's number 3. Number 2 is I get up early every day. Like, I'm gonna stay in bed until 7. I get up at 6, okay? That was me today. I was like, I'm gonna stay in bed until 7. I get up at 6. But like, your brain is like, doesn't want to go back to sleep because you're so used to getting up early. So that's why that's number 2. And number 1, I do this every day. I work out every day. Okay, it might not be the same amount of reps every day, but like, I do some sort of physical activity every day. So that's why that's number 1. And then I have to write like a reflection. So I have to review my list. It says lists, but I did 1, so list. Okay, so I wrote, I feel like I can be more adventurous and try more new things, because the adventurous activities were at the bottom of the list. So listening to different artists and then reading a book. So I've noticed that the activities that are in the energetic category were at the top of my list, One way I can become more adventurous is trying new exercises slash stretches or a different workout like Pilates. So this is like intertwining adventurous, being more adventurous, and like, because my strength is like being energetic. So trying new workouts, so that's a way of being adventurous. So that was like me feeling, how can I improve me being adventurous? Well, me being energetic is at the top of my list. The activities for energetic were at the top of the list. So that's a way I can improve being more adventurous. So that is the self-care journal activity I did this week. They're very fun to do. Like, I saw in a couple of weeks I get to write down my favorite things. Like, I get questions like, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite movie? I'm so excited for that because that's like a Q&A kind of thing, so you guys get to know more about me. So I'm going to talk about some posts now that I found on Instagram. So this one says, remember, most of your stress comes from the way you respond, not the way life is. Adjust your attitude, change how you see things. Look for the good in all situations. Take the lesson and find new opportunities to grow. Let all the extra stress, worry, and overthinking go. This one, okay, I'm like, I agree. Because there are weeks at work where I'm just stressing out. And it's because of my attitude towards the situation, okay? There are other weeks where there's a stressful situation, or like something happens and like I don't care, okay? Like I literally don't care. Like say one week I smash, like I drop a plate and it smashes. Like one week I could get angry. It can make me angry for the rest of the day, and I'm like stressing out for the rest of the day because of that one situation. However, one week I drop and smash a plate, I'm like, oh well, it was an accident. Like everyone makes mistakes, so yeah, I just let it go, and then nothing bothers me for the rest of the day because that situation didn't bother me. So it's your attitude towards the situation, it's not the situation, okay? So you can choose for it to ruin your day or not. You can choose to be stressed or not. You can just choose to think to yourself, this situation is temporary. There's my dog again drinking his water. So yeah, you have a choice, okay, to be positive about it or negative about it, okay? So that's what that post is saying, and I agree with that post 100%. Okay, so there's this other post and it's called the circle of control. We all feel like we need to control everything. Sometimes we just need to think to ourselves. We can't control others, okay? We can only control what we do, how we feel. So in the outer circle, it's stuff that's out of your control. So whether or not they apologize, how they speak to me, their relationship with other family members. So this is like the circle of control in brackets with family, but like you can apply it to any part of your life. Whether or not they support me, what life choices they make, what they tell other people about me, if they accept me, who they are as a person, how much effort they put in the relationship, how they choose to value. So in all those phrases, things like that, the key word there is they. So just think, when something happens, or like someone says something or does something, you can't control what they do, you can't control what they say. Remember that in any part of your life, okay? Yes, they said these things to me, but I can't control what they say. I can control, this is going back to the last post that I talked about. I can choose for it to affect me or not. I can control how I react. I can control my attitude towards it. So that's how you decide if you can control them or not, what they do, what the other person does. Okay, in my control / influence, how much access to my life I give them, whether or not I forgive them, how I communicate my boundaries, how much effort I put into the relationship, how I choose to live my life. So keyword there is I. So you control what you do, okay? No one can fully control what you do. So that's the good thing, okay? So you can control your attitude towards anything. You can control to like have them in your life or not. You can choose how to live your life, okay? Does that make sense? Because there are people out there that like get so caught up in only if like I did something different, stuff like that, but like you only wish that because of the other person's response or like how they acted, okay? You can't control how they acted, okay? If you thought it was good what you did, then yeah, okay? Don't care what other people did, okay? So those are the 2 posts that I wanted to talk about. So I might be doing one of these every month just so there's not like a lot of content, if you know what I mean. Like I don't want you to get, overwhelmed with the content. So I reckon 2 to 3 per episode would be good, because then you don't have too much to take away from it. So you can just like focus on those 2 posts, okay? And not have like 10 posts to remember. Yeah, okay. So as always, I got your discussion question and I didn't even have to think about this one. This is just one where I'm like, yes, I have the answer for this one. So if you could choose one rule for every small business owner to adhere to, what would it be and why? Okay. It would be to put your employees first. I feel like there are so many businesses out there that believe their customers should be first. No. It is your employees, okay, who you work with. Because, yes, I know customers are giving you the money, but who is helping you get that money as well? It's your employees. Who is at the cash register, operating the cash register so they can receive that money? Your employees. Who's cooking the products or making the products? Your employees. Just think about that, okay? Your employees are on the front line. They are what is making your business grow. Yes, your customers have like some input into making your business grow, but your employees are there, okay? They are your family and they are loyal, okay? Customers can come and go, but your employees leave, but they are there most of the time through thick and thin, okay? We all work together and we all help each other out. So yeah, I believe that there should be a rule where you put your employees first before the customers, okay? Yes, some people might have something negative to say about that, but I just feel like if I had my own business, I would put the employees first. Yes, I'm not saying that if customers complain, I want to take their feedback on board. Yes, I would take that on board. I'm just saying that if there is a rude customer or something like that, I will not let them get away with it. Like, they're being so horrible to one of my employees. I will, like, yes, they will not be able to come back to the business, okay? Because, yes, my employees' mental health is more important than me keeping that customer. I hope that makes sense. Okay. So, yeah, that is one rule that I believed. But if, like, I don't know if I meant rule as in, like, a rule or, like, something more ethical, like they should pay the right amount. So this is like another way where I thought, like another type of rule, if you know what I mean, like a more legal kind of rule. So employers should be paying the employees the right amount. So yeah, I know there are businesses that don't, so I just think that should be a rule. Like every year businesses should get reviewed, and if they're not, then yeah, so that's another rule. Yeah, so you have like two sides of how it could have been taken, this question. So yeah, that is your discussion question. I'll have it in the description as always. It is brought to you by Collective Hub. It is not sponsored, okay? It has not ever been sponsored. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week, and I hope you guys are looking forward to next week's episode. I will be taking the 1 month break in September though, so yeah, if you're wondering why I'm not posting, I'll be taking the 1 month break, but I will be doing your weekly affirmations / reminders / self-care tasks. So yeah, you'll be hearing from me or seeing me next week. Bye!